Maybe I'm an old book because I know you're mine. But you won't see the wrinkles or the lines. For one night only for you. You'll see what no one else can see. Now I'm breaking free for one night only for you. The passions that collide in me, the wild abandoned inside of me, only for you, only for you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the show. I hope there'll be a little something for everybody tonight. Something from musical theatre, the world of jazz and pop, and then later on, something for you to take to the floor and have a dance to. But for now, here's a bit of a sing-along. Bye Bye Blackbird. Packed up all my cares and woe. Here I go, swinging low. Bye, 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 Blackbird. When somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, Blackbird. No one you can love or understand me. Oh, what love stories they all hand me. Make my bed and light the light. I'll be home late tonight, Blackbird. Bye bye. But get there and one voice knows your voice. The 16 years and one year. Packed up all my care and woe. Here I go, swinging low. Bye, bye, Blackbird. When somebody waits for me, sugar sweet, so is she. Bye, bye, Blackbird. No one you can love or understand me. Oh, what love stories they all hand me. Make my bed and light the light. I'll be home late tonight, Blackbird.
Bye bye.
Leave your pretending sky to the loop. Farewell, bye bye. Leave your pretending sky to the loop. Farewell, bye bye. Blackbird. We'll take a flying little blackbird. Bye. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. Summer has started, and the one thing that is constant every year in the summer, Wimbledon. And here we are sitting waiting again for another British victory. Well, I don't think Tim Henman's going to provide it this year because he's retired now, but we've got Andy Murray, so fingers crossed we might get it. But like I said, the one constant every year in Wimbledon is rain. And what happens when rain happens at Wimbledon? Sitting, waiting in the box, dying to grab his guitar and jump out and entertain us. It's Cliff, isn't it? Bless him. And what better night to sing a little bit of Cliff? It's Eurovision tonight as well. I saw him on stage this morning. He was on television, they were doing the Eurovision thing. And I decided I was going to use this move on stage because it was the best move ever. And he did this. When he was singing, so I thought I could do a bit of that in the act tonight, baby. So here we go with a little bit of a Cliff memory lane. See how many of these you can remember. Got you water that's and hold my hand. Please, please, baby. thinking we've only just started and I'm slowing it down already. This one is an audience participation one, but you don't have to sing anything. All you've got to do is look longingly into the eyes of the one you love. If you were standing up here, we could see your faces right now. I haven't spoken to him for 20 years, I'm not going to look at him. It's a song that was made famous recently, well, a couple of years ago by Ronan Keating. There's something going on over there. Made famous a couple of years ago by Ronan Keating. It's called If Tomorrow Never Comes. Sometimes late at night I lie awake and watch her sleeping. She's lost in peaceful sleep, so I turn out the light, lay there in the dark, and the thought crosses my mind. If I never wake up in the morning, would she ever die the way I feel about her in my heart? If tomorrow never comes, would you know how much I love her? And I'm trying every way to show her every day that she's my only one. And if my time on earth was through, and she must leave this world without me, it's the love I gave her in the past, gonna be in her last. Tomorrow never comes. Found my loved ones in my life who never knew how much I loved them. Now I live with the regret that life's feelings for them never were me. So I made a promise to myself, since they say how much she means to me. Now for that circumstance where there's no second chance to tell how I feel. If tomorrow never comes, would you know how much I love her? And I'm trying every way to show her every day that she's my only one. And if my time on earth were through, and she must leave this world without me, it's the love I gave her in the past, gonna be in the last. Tomorrow never comes. Tell that someone that you love just what you're thinking of. Tomorrow never comes. I went to see the person who sung the next song about a year or so ago at the Newcastle Arena. And you know when you go to see bands and you go to see pop stars and groups, they always start out with a big fireworks and lights. Not that I did that tonight with 1,000 watts of light pumping into your eyes, of course. But they always start out with a big light show and fireworks going off and big loud music. And then they come on, tumultuous applause. And then the concert starts. This guy, best ever entrance of any pop star ever. He walked on, stood next to his piano, and waited to be recognised. That was it. And slowly the person in the front row saw that he was there and started screaming, and then the whole place, there was 3,000-4,000 people, all started going mad. And then the music started. So the next time I sing for you, I'm just going to walk out and wait to be recognised. I'll be waiting a long time, won't I? This guy, he's absolutely amazing. He started off as a concert pianist. He went to the Royal Academy of Music in London, studied classical piano, and then realised his hands were too small and he couldn't hit the notes. And that's true, that's a true story. He couldn't hit the octave notes, he couldn't stretch his fingers out enough. So he gave that it was a bad job and went into jazz and then into pop music. And he's still around now. He had a #1 album last year. He's also on his very, very first attempt on a musical film with Disney, won an Oscar for Best Ever Song. He's still going these days. He is one of the best performers ever. This is one of his songs from 1983. It's Elton John, and this is, I guess that's why they call it The Blues.
Say that they can
Thank you. I'm going to stick with Elton John. Like I said, he won an Oscar for Best Song in a musical, and it was the first collaboration that he did with Disney. Since then, he's gone on to write musicals such as Billy Elliot and Aida as well in Broadway. But this was the first one, and I'm sure that you've all spent many an afternoon sitting in front of the television with the children or the grandchildren, or even just by yourself, watching The Lion King and this particular song. Can you feel the love tonight? Do we have any fans of country and western in tonight? Yeehaw! We've got a couple of yeehaws over there. Well, I always think country and western breaks down into two categories to me. And I may be wrong, but the amount of country and western songs that I've heard, and it's you've fallen in love, you've met somebody, you've fallen in love, everything's going marvellous, so you sing a song and do a line dance. Or